feel you want it. Ah, stop. You can't believe what you believe. Oh, the disco infiltrator will leave. Oh, stupid B. Oh, stupid B. But still we want it. Ah, stop. We can't shake the waster. Ah, stop. You got to shake the waster. Stop. What you've been told is what you're told. It's the disco infiltrator gone cold. Oh, stupid you, I've been told the truth, but you don't want it. No, stop. You break the crowd, your little town. You run the disco infiltrator on down. Oh, stupid you, oh, stupid me, and we deserve it. Ah, stop. You can't take the waster. Now stop. You got to shake your waster. Bear in mind, we all fall behind from time to time. Bear in mind, we all fall behind from time to time. Stop.
Alright, we're gonna get back in the disco zone. We've had a full day, and honestly, I don't think we've drunk anything, by the looks. Because I'm taking a little peer into my log, and it's telling me to find some booze and drink it. The hangover feels really bad. You have to take the edge off, find a bottle of alcohol, put it in your hand, equip it in the held slot in your inventory, and the magic will happen by its own. But it has not done so. Which is good, because I think if we drank anything right now, we'd just die in our room. Which is something we're going to avoid by sleeping.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
Is there anything else that we need to get to tonight? Bearing in mind, we all fall behind from time to time. That was LCD Sound System, by the way. I don't recall if I said that when it finally stopped playing and started being my voice instead, but it is 25 to 1 in the morning before I got sidetracked by my own words and somebody else's. So I don't know if there's anything really that we could get by kind of running around. I'm just trying to do a bit of a mental checklist. Who could we talk to? Where would they be at 25 to 1? I'm not getting much. I think we should crawl into bed.
The sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes. And then sleep doesn't come.
Ah, fuck. I mean, I guess I shouldn't have expected it to.
And then sleep doesn't come.
But I want to sleep.
Obviously, you're in bed with your eyes closed, but it's not happening.
Why?
Maybe it's the bed's fault.
Check the pillow.
Its synthetic filling has separated into hard lumps. The pillowcase smells oddly.
I mean, that can't be helping. Let me check the blanket.
It barely covers your toes, stretching over your soft belly. This is your body here, intimate and warm, breathing.
I'm gonna roll over.
It's a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it?
Who killed him?
Something to do with, what was it that the lieutenant said? Union? And it's gone again. Your thoughts lost between the slowing brain waves.
No more thoughts. Fall asleep now.
Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep, and images start forming.
Oh. It's getting all goopy everywhere. I feel like I'm seeing through the universe. Oh, this is gorgeous. I know I've technically done this scene before in a different file, but on a little switch screen at like 5 frames a second. But this is something. Hanging from a disco ball.
Do you remember the scent of your childhood?
What is this?
What it says on the can, Harry. Answer the question.
I remember nothing.
Do you remember your wife's hand on your face?
You said... who?
Do you remember the warmth of her thighs, between her legs and in her mouth?
I left.
Oh no, funky baby, you stayed. It was the rest of it that left. Or you just stood there, with one hand on the bottle and the other on your dick, watching it go. Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours?
I don't want to come back.
They were only cramping your descent into the abyss. Now they're gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. All of it. You failed. You failed me. You failed Elysium.
I've talked to you before.
No, Harry. You were just talking to yourself. That's all you ever do. Even in your dreams. And the act is wearing thin. The spots of the disco ball fade around you. You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time, sweating up the bed. Stinky boy.
What is Elysium?
Everything. The pale and the islas. On the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history. You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people. And you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up.
I can come back from this.
You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours. Bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding?
My mind is tired and broken.
Your mind is what now? I can't hear you. The rest is just a word dream. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet grinding in your head.
So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover.
God, there's another type?
Oh yes, party boy, and it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too, so soon already, A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork, barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry. Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. When I connected it to Valentine's Day, I was like, hey, I can pretend I'm on a date with Kim Kitsuragi the whole time. I didn't actually factor in the ex-wife thoughts or what have you, but we're okay. We're gonna do better today, and we didn't have a drink yesterday.
Good going, buddy.
And that's true in real life too. Oh my god, what the hell was that?
Oh, just a dream. You have ones like that all the time. You feel even worse this morning than you did last night.
What the hell is going on with me?
You mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think.
Why is this happening?
It's just that your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more. You're too weak to say no now. Waking up is the worst part. Maybe somewhere down the line you could decline.
Oh, wait, what is speed?
Speed is a potent central nervous system stimulant. It kept you propped up all day yesterday, despite your debilitating hangover. How else did you think you even got up from this floor? It's power, man. It's professionalism. It makes you feel like you're young again and ready to detect. Ready to go to war against the world.
I mean, as somebody who takes prescriptionless dexamphetamine, I feel no reason not to opt into this. It got me out of bed today.
Of course. Martinez is speed central. You just gotta poke around. Follow your nose. You and Speed will be happy again. You will make her come home. This time, it will be different.
There you go. Some more appropriate Valentine's Day ambitions. We're gonna win her back.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face.
In it.
Adorned with the expression.
Heard about the band OO. That's not gonna help much. I can't even fix the tap. I'm just gonna leave the mirror alone. I wanna open this door. It's so frustrating that I can't. Okay, new day, new day. I presume Kim's already awake? It's, what, 25 to 8? Yeah, he must be. Find Speed and sniff it. Well, I've never done that. That sounds awful. This hangover is coming on mega strong now. You need more speed in your bloodstream. Find some, put it in your hand, equip it to the health slot in your inventory, and off we go. I mean, it feels kinda specific. Though it did refer to the place as what, Speed Central or something, so maybe it won't take that long to get hold of some. There he is. Good morning, Kim.
Morning. Looks like we can get to work at once. The Union muscle turned up. They look rowdy. We should talk to them.
He won't even acknowledge the stolen boots you're wearing. For him, they don't exist. You'll have to bring it up yourself, later, if you dare.
Oh, I intend to leisure in every possible opportunity to bring up my new boots.
Oh! Wait, what? I'm just goofing. New boot goofing. Oh!
You thought it was gone. You're wrong. Got at least 5 more of those in me. Why do we need to talk to them?
Everything points to the Dock Workers Union. The belt used for hanging him. The circumstances in Martinez. My preliminary information. Which may, of course, all be wrong. But we still need to talk to them, and it won't be easy.
These the men God told us about yesterday.
I completely forgot. Sorry, I had a rough night's sleep. It's them by the looks of it. Loud and nasty, just like the manager said. One loose thread less to worry about, and one big problem to replace it.
I wonder why he struggled to sleep. It's not providing me with an opportunity to ask him about it. I presume he didn't also have a dream about me hanging from a disco ball. What do you mean rowdy?
I mean ungovernable. Martinez isn't exactly enthusiastic about the RCM being here. They prefer to be policed by the Union. These men here. Men who drink beer for breakfast? There's talk of an armed wing of the Union called the Hardy Boys, who are responsible for state policing. I think it's them.
There's so many of them, should we maybe call reinforcements?
That would just escalate tensions. No captain would sign off on it. Solving one murder isn't worth a conflict between the RCM and the Debarders Union. In fact, even the death of 2 detectives might not warrant an all-out war. So let's keep a cool head, okay?
He's not exaggerating about that mortal danger, just calmly factoring it in. Your fists clench and your pulse rises uncomfortably.
Let's roll.
One more thing before we do. We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them, continue with our business.
Good. A power move. Purposefully concentrate on something else first. Yeah, streetwise. Zoom right past. Do it on your own terms.
They're in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Anyway, I leave that choice to you. Whatever you decide is fine by me.
Well, it seems like various faculties of my brain are in strong agreement with Kim here that we could just walk past them, so I think we probably should. However, I do spy Alina.
Just a moment. And there's no public phones nearby?
Yeah, there is. I mean, not that nearby.
The closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am.
It's fine, I understand. Thank you anyway.
Good day,
I'm
man.
glad to see you again, dear.
I apologize. I talked over you. Is everything alright?
Please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping to make a call, but the Whirling's phone line isn't working. The Union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there. Or to the phone booth down the coast. And Gary's phone is dead too.
What's wrong with the phone line?
The manager was vague about it.
Why would he be vague about phone problems? This is something to look into later. Ask God, maybe.
May I ask why you needed to use the phone? Like, what it was for?
To let the young woman who's house-sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and our friend Gary were supposed to get back by Monday night, but they're still missing, and I haven't heard from them. I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel.
Okay, I'll bite. Has your husband gone missing before?
That's just it. This isn't like him at all. He always plans his expeditions so carefully.
A cold breeze hisses through dense thickets of reeds. Something sweet in it, somnolent.
Excellent
A
word.
damp chill goes down your spine. When you look around, you're still in the whirling in rags.
But you have more important things to worry about.
I mean, I kind of do. I'll be back. Okay, that's all for now, man. We gotta get this body out ASAP. No interest in anything else that's happening at the cafeteria right now. I'm not gonna say it's none of my business. It is very literally my business. It's the thing they're paying me to deal with. However, there is a corpse in a fridge. And my duties extend to sending it away. And in just the basic triage list in my brain, like that comes out on top. In spite of the refrigeration and the fact that I am, of course, wearing the boots.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red. It's guarding over the freezing corpse hidden inside its belly.
We failed to establish probable cause. And that's troubling. I need my best thinking clothes on. but I fear I have none. Interfacing wouldn't go amiss here. I dare even say composure might help. My boots! They were damaging my composure, so there's that. I'll put them back on, don't worry. Very shortly, but fast. Intellect skills aren't going to help me. I got to imagine this is something that will be boosted by speed. Sadly, of course, as we know, I've yet to find any. So I guess we just try this. How many points do I have to spare? I have 4. What's my thought cabinet looking like? THC. I am currently hammering derealization into my brain. It's kind of depressing, to be honest with you, but I'm thinking about my boots. Don't get me wrong, not just the boots. This extends to the rest of the armor too, but I would say at least a good 20% of this thought. That's those boots. And you'll love to see it. Half tempted to spend a skill point on another cabinet so I can get back to thinking about Mazovian socioeconomics, but the hit to visual calculus is pretty bad if I'm actually investigating anything in the interim, and considering it's only 25% of the way there, I think there's a strong chance that I would be missing some stuff if I did resume these thoughts. I'll have to see. It might not currently be the smartest use of a point. If I fail this white check, the smart use of the point is probably perception, but oh my god, I'm not just uncool, the concept doesn't even exist for me. Which sounds like it should make me cooler, but it doesn't. I'm the least cool you could be. I could potentially go into negatives, because I've seen that happen with logic. I would love if you had like -1 savoir-faire, and then it just fucked up the walk animation, and you did some weird goofy shit. I would love that so much. Not worth the resources to implement on a development level, don't get me wrong. But god, it would tickle me. Let's try this white check.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red. It's guarding over the freezing corpse hidden inside its belly.
42. I don't love those odds.
You touch the dead man's body. His skin is cold, light blue and silvery in the light of the fridge. You still have no idea where to begin, or what to even do with him.
It'll come to you sooner or later. At least he's safe here until then.
I'm not convinced it will come to me, Kim, because I'm clearly missing something. You know, I didn't... Okay, I did literally choose to be cast with imperception, but my character didn't. So I'm not surprised it's, you know, created a hit on the morale. I guess I'll try again and die if I fail. No, we can heal a little bit. Oh, jeez. Did I not just... Have I misunderstood the mechanics again? White check, you may retry it. And then I put one into perception.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red.
Oh, it was just because I hadn't backed out of dialogue and back in. Okay, let's try it again.
Your arms reach out and your eyes close.
That's a relief.
As if by their own volition. It's dark all around. You feel cold, slippery flesh. First with your fingertips, then under the palm of your hand.
Hello, what's this?
His face, his cheeks, his nose, his fat, swollen lips. Like a spider, your hand crawls over his features. Everything is silent.
Crawl up his nostrils.
They are swollen shut. You need to really push to get in.
Did I stutter?
Only the little one fits. The flesh changes shape as you bore in, searching for something in the cartilage. The thing you're looking for, it's not there. Crawl out, spider.
Let me try his mouth.
The oral cavity is cold and moist. A ball-like tongue attaches itself to the base of the mouth, lolling around like a scallop.
I need to take a look at this.
A vision of black and dark red death pried open by your naked hands and studded with teeth. Looks like he's laughing. Death fumes rising from the throat, and there, in the back of his mouth, above the bell of the uvula, right in the soft palate, you see a hole, barely visible to the human eye. It is swollen shut, almost vanished. No larger than 0.4 centimeters in radius, the edges appear darkened.
Fuck yeah.
Keep going.
A black trickle of liquid runs into his throat from the wound.
Poke it.
Your index fits right in there. A tight tunnel of flesh opens up. Tissue damage. Wide enough for 2 fingers. As you push both in, you reach through his mouth, right into his brainstem.
Brainstem?
Yes, that's what this part is called. You've seen the drawings. You've studied them.
Let me feel around a bit.
The basal ganglia feels clumpy. What entered here has torn apart his reptilian complex. The funk soul brother at the back of his head has gone dark forever.
Deeper.
Your fingers slide into the remains of his limbic system. There is no resistance. It's gelatinous. The slug-like structures are damaged too. The tearing extends deep into both hemispheres.
Deeper?
Your fingers are all the way in now, reaching toward the inside of his skull. The cavity goes further, but the entry wound isn't wide enough for the rest of your hand to follow. All the muscles in your body harden. Time to enter him.
The temptation to pick the option that says punch a hole through his mouth is strong. I can't lie. But it also feels like it would destroy this body. So just let me wriggle in there.
Your fingers reach toward his skull. His cerebral cortex feels like jelly. Cold jelly. Strange fluid streams down your wrist as you push deeper until you feel it on the tip of your finger. Sharp, serrated material. The edges cut right into your skin.
Do I have like a blood disease now?
The pain is barely noticeable under the adrenaline rush.
Let me get a look.
There's a tiny crack, a protrusion in the cranium, right in the back of his head. Your finger must be pointing straight at it, from the inside. The object that is in there stops just short of the skull, in the encephalus, knocking this tiny fracture into the cranium.
And that is why you do not resume your thoughts about Mazovian socioeconomics before conducting a second autopsy. Because I don't think we would have passed this otherwise. I just don't. I don't see it.
We have the makings of a very small exit wound here.
I feel a solid object right under the skull.
Can you get to it?
I can try. That would have been a painful roll to fuck up.
You pick the object between your index and middle finger. Feels sharp, like metal. You press your teeth together. Your jaw is clenched. All you need to do is just...
I got it.
Good.
The inside of the head feels cold and smooth, like a glove. Sweat dripping down your brow. Careful not to lose the prize between your fingers. With a plop, your hand emerges from the mouth, covered in blood up to the wrist. Between your fingers, a small flower, a blossom made of lead.
A bullet.
That's going in the bag. We did it.
The bullet falls in the bag, leaving a smattering of blood on the plastic. He raises the bag under his eyes and says,
A non-caliber. Rifled. Some kind of brittle alloy. Fractured on impact.
May I have it?
Of course. You've earned it.
Thank you.
We need to add an item to the injury list. Injury number 4. Oval entry wound with an abrasion collar. Soft palate, back of mouth. High velocity. Temporary cavity in brain tissue. Small exit wound on the occiput. How does that sound?
Sounds about right.
Opinion, fatal injury.
Agreed.
And one last thing. We can now fill in injury number 3. Ligament mark. Opinion, non-fatal. Post-mortem. Treatment.
He's proposing the bullet was the real cause of death, and the hanging an attempt to conceal this fact.
The ligament mark, the fractured hyoid bone, it was all treatment.
Yes, and the belt around his neck. The hanging. Even dragging him to the yard. All of it was done after this man was already dead.
Doodle-doot-doot.
Dead.
It was close enough. I wasn't expecting him to fuck with Nardwar's back catalogue, but it was close enough. Are we maybe jumping to conclusions?
I have had this doubt since I inspected his hands, officer. There were no signs of struggle. No claw marks on his neck. Why? Why didn't he fight for his life? There have been other signs too. Small things. We were right not to assign hanging as cause of death, as the perpetrators expected we would. No such luck for them.
Why would anyone do this?
To hide something. The real killer? The real motivation? What really happened here?
And who do you think that real killer might be?
That's for us to find out. But this, it will make finding them just a little easier.
Maybe the bullet holds more answers?
Yes, we should take a closer look at it. I am certain it has more to tell us.
This little thing could reveal much about the weapon that shot it.
I think I need to wash myself.
Oh, you really do. I am glad to hear you say that. Your room in the Whirling in Rags should come with a bathroom. Be sure to make use of it in the evening.
Please, it's 8 a.m. Am I really going to have to walk around with corpse mouth hand for the whole day? I don't think so. I'm hoping I can just get into my bathroom and shower this off post-haste. I might even prioritize it above inspecting the bullet, to be honest with you, because that's just gross. Not to mention deeply unsafe in how unsanitary it is. What happens next?
We bag the corpse and carry him to the holding pen of my kinema. I can transport him to processing myself, but I will be gone for the rest of the day.
It's that The Knack song, Kim's Kinema. Everyone loves that. Wait, no, why did I go to The Knack? I was doing a My Sharona reference. Kim's Convenience, the freaking Canadian sitcom, was right there. What is wrong with me? You'll be gone. What should I do in the meanwhile?
Work on the case. Tend to personal matters. Try not to do anything too dangerous. An officer needs backup in a neighborhood like this. I'll leave that choice to you. And one more thing. Great work, detective.
Perfect.
The man finally put some respect on my name.
Put some respect on my name.
He did. He did, Badman. I know, hard to believe, but he did. I'm tempted to hit him with the Bake 'em Away toys, but I don't want Kim to be gone for the day. It is 8 a.m. If he's gone the entire time, what kind of Valentine's Day is that? But at the same time, the reason I came to this fridge so early was specifically to bag him, tag him, and send him away. I wasn't expecting to be pulling a bullet out of its mouth. I just wanted to kind of get it done because it seemed like for the wheels to kind of get turning on figuring this out on the bureaucratic side of things so that they can kind of support the conclusions we draw. We need to be getting the body out there as soon as possible and any physical evidence along with it. But again, I'm concerned about not having Kim around. I want the dude around. So if we bake him away, Kim Kitsuragi is gone all day. The whole of day 2. I don't trust that. Let's take a look at the bullet first. I mean, maybe we shouldn't even be sending it away yet, for all I know. Oh, there it is. Evidence. Fractured bullet. The bullet mushroomed out on impact. It now looks more like a fanciful jacket button than something that could pierce skin, flesh, and bone.
The bullet is safely sealed away in a plastic bag bearing the RCM stamp. Kim has filled out the label on the bag with the item number, case number, and date and location the bullet was found.
Let me give it a feel.
The squashed bullet has some sharp edges where the jacket has split open. It feels cold, even through the bag.
What do I do with you, bullet?
What?
I said, what do I do with you, Bullet?
Well, if I was the bullet, which I'm not, I would say find the weapon that shot me.
Good idea.
If we find who owns it, we will have likely found who used it, possibly to kill our victim. In conclusion, the more we know about this bullet of yours, the better.
Let's get a look at it then.
The jacket of the bullet is made of a yellowish metal. It has blossomed out to reveal a dark grey core. The base of the bullet is close to 5 millimeters in diameter. You can just about make out a few striations near the base of the bullet. Little hairlines, linear. It feels standard.
What about the core?
It's quite destroyed. Some of the fragments are still lodged in the wound.
What can you say about the bullet so far?
Wow, I actually know this.
Yes, it's as if you've seen bullets before, officer.
It's a jacketed bullet close to 5 millimeters in diameter.
A jacketed bullet. Okay. It would have been shot from a military-grade breech-loading rifle, not from a muzzleloader like those typically found on the streets of Martinez.
We were right. This came from a serious weapon.
Even the RCM uses ordinary unjacketed conical bullets. This is strange. Very strange. I like this, officer. Strange means unique. Unique means incriminating. We need to find the gun that shot it.
I mean, I am holding a rifle, right? Surely not. I mean, that thing doesn't work. We concluded upon picking that up that it had been decommissioned long ago. But it does say have a similar rifle on hand. There you go. Okay. I'm just going to try. I don't think I can improve my hand-eye coordination without the use of drugs that I don't currently possess. Or at least clothes that I cannot currently put on. Then again, I could just back out and then go back to this. Do I have any hand-eye clothes? I wish it had let me look. Even, like, I understand it not letting me get changed in the middle of a conversation, but I wish I could look. All my stuff. Okay. Clothes. I should have had my gardening gloves on. Horrendous. New boots. Nope, I don't seem to have anything that's gonna help. Guess I'll just try it. Interact.
The bullet is still safely sealed away in a plastic bag bearing the RCM stamp.
Be good to me, numbers, please.
You can't remember what happened last week. What makes you think you're going to remember arcane firearm models?
I'm holding one. For God's sake. Get out. I don't know now. I'm a little torn. I do want to send the body away, though obviously, like I said, I don't want to be just stuck alone for the day. I am tempted to hold off on sending the body away in case succeeding that white check on the bullet changes something about the process of sending it away. I would have thought that would be information we could provide them with after the fact and that it wouldn't necessarily connect to the body, but you never know what the implications of what might actually have happened being discovered here are. We might want to operate outside the system or something, I really don't know. That doesn't sound like a healthy thing to do, but I don't think any of these particular systems are healthy to begin with, and the ways they interact with each other are definitely causing an awful lot of problems for people, so maybe we go under the radar on it a little bit. I'm not prepared to make the call yet, which is a shame, because sending the body away right at the start of day 2 feels like some good progress. Just not the progress that we're going to get right now, I suppose. Ruins full of snow. No one lives here anymore. Well, I'm going to go and try and take a shower then. If there's any way to get this stench off me. It wasn't even in the interfacing gloves. Like, had it been in the big yellow rubber gloves, I would have felt a bit less bad about it, but it's in my, like, I think it was in my half-light gloves. Oh, no! I wasn't wearing fingerless gloves, was I, when I stuck my hand down that dead man's throat? That would be so fucked. Hang on. I mean, I've taken them off since, but what goes where they were? Oh, Jesus Christ. I think I was. That's bad. That's not a good situation. I'll take a look. It's a bowl. There's spit in it, reeking of tobacco. I feel like you should get a bucket for that, really. Bowl feels like it's not going to do enough. The tomatoes are so thinly sliced, you can see through them. Probably shouldn't be trying to speak to anyone until I've washed the stench of days-old death off me. Hang on. I'm just hoping it allows me to. The man did specify evening. That would be a terribly, terribly sad situation. I'm walking around for 12 hours with the drippings of the deceased on me. Excuse me, Kim. What was he doing? I don't... Kim tries not to look at your broken down bathroom door. Well, I did try and shut him out the room. He just phased through it out of complete disrespect for my privacy.
Kim also tries not to look at the pile of taped viscera on the carpet, or the weird suitcase on the hat rack, or the potted plant dying in the corner. But it's all just too morbid to ignore.
I did it my way.
I can see that.
He takes a step toward the door. It looks like he'd like to leave now. The atmosphere is oppressive. Alright then, be my guest. Leave. Be my guest and stop being my guest. Go on. Lied to. I keep looking at my... I keep looking at my camera to emphasize things I'm saying and then going, oh, I didn't have my camera on. It's supposed to be on the whole time. Alright. Words fail to describe how rank it smells in here. They should have sent a poet. There is no way this bathroom smells worse than I do right now. I just don't buy it. Can I really not get clean? That's no good. That's no good at all. Also, I'm like dying of low morale. Oh no, I healed after it.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
Let's try and fix the tap.
The faucet is quite terribly mangled, but you just might be able to twist its parts into place. You handle the chain cutters deftly, applying just enough pressure. The faucet regains a recognizable shape. The steam stops. Told you that you needed those chain cutters. Everything is connected. Everything has a purpose. The mirror begins to clear slowly without you having to wipe it.
That gives me a free extra run at this. Hang on, let me put my horrible corpse-encrusted fingerless gloves back on. Because it stands to give me a slightly improved chance of stopping making the face.
The mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. It's
Possibly because they
covered in
smell
steam
so bad now.
It's your face in the mirror, adorned with the expression. It's like something snaps in you. A nerve ending, a thought, a sadness. Your face in the mirror is suddenly clean of the layer that had distorted it for God knows how long. Just like that, it's over. The running gag that your life had become. A sad old man looks back at you.
Hell yes. Okay, we stopped making the face. I don't think I'm capable of digging deep enough into my mind to locate the source of the face that I was making. The infamous The Expression. But I'm happy to have summoned the muscular fortitude to at least prevent it from spitting at myself in a reflective surface. That's something. I'm going to put my boots back on for 1 sec just to see if I can maybe get some good dialogue out of them. Don't mind me.
Oh! Wait, what? I'm just goofing. New boot goofing. Oh!
Yes?
Aren't we going to talk about the boots I'm wearing?
Okay, let's talk about it. You stole the boots.
He looks at the gleaming technological footwear you're sporting.
Congratulations. That must have taken an enormous concerted effort, considerable ingenuity and timing. Now, I'm going to report you and you are going to go to jail.
It wasn't a concerted effort because you wouldn't help me. It was a solo effort, and it was beautiful. It could have been a concerted effort. That would have been very Valentine's appropriate, wouldn't it, Kim? But here we are. These are totally different boots, dude. Like, you're joking.
All I ask is the chance to close this final case, so I can go to the chaise with a clean conscience. Let's hurry. I'm living on borrowed time.
That's almost what you said. What you actually said was, am I? Anyway, did you want something related to police work?
What do you want to know?
Would you say this is a mysterious case?
No, it's not a particularly mysterious case.
That's all I needed to know.
The lieutenant adjusts his collar. It doesn't look like he wants the case to be more mysterious.
Good.
I'm horrified by the lack of respect that he's put on my boots. I don't think he knows what it took. I mean, half the effort was just getting him to go to bed in the first place.
The door is closed. There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on, somewhere inside. A tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you.
I'm so alone.
The door is indifferent to your loneliness. The world does not care.
Fair enough. You don't gotta tell me twice. I'll just leave. I think Kim hates me now anyway, so maybe I should just send him off with the body. I don't think he was being serious about, like, getting me arrested. I don't know. I'm sure I can handle this situation without him, right? What help would he possibly be? We'll be fine. What's this? Photos of men in overalls toting guns and Union placards. Let's dismiss Kim. I'm curious at least to see if it particularly messes up my investigation. You know, I'm not necessarily looking forward to the idea of a whole day without having a partner, but at the same time, I'm curious to see how keenly I even feel his absence once he's gone. Because he does very little to stop me doing the stupidest shit of all time. So it's hard to tell how much of an impact he's really even having on the success of the operation. Which isn't to say he isn't. I'm going to make a hard save just in case it doesn't even matter if I change my mind, we don't scum this. Unless something's like bugged out, we try not to scum.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red. It's guarding over the freezing corpse hidden inside its belly.
Bake 'em away, toys.
All right.
Okay, we got it.
I will need a little help carrying him. You take the hands, I'll take the legs.
So last time we moved this corpse, despite the fact that, and I just want to show this ahead of time, these are my volumes. Voiceover's maxed, UI's a bit down, weather's lower down, environment's lower down still, music a little bit further down. Last time we moved this corpse on these volumes, it was the most loud thing of all time, so just heads up, it might be again, I don't know. I presume it just glitched last time. Okay, we've been rewarded with complete silence. Talk shit, get iced. Fair enough. Well. Oh, shit! He took the car. I mean, of course he took the car. He drives it. He's driven himself away with the car. But I think did I maybe need the radio? I don't know how else to, like, speak to people. There's a bathtub in your room at the Whirlingham Regs. A good place to visit once you can have some privacy. Oh, now he's gone, I can actually shower at least, I think. In my defense, I shut him out the room. He really didn't care. He's like, no, I have to stand in here and then awkwardly avoid looking at anything because I'm so embarrassed of the way you live, even though you didn't even give me permission to be in here and you're trying to take a shower and I'm stopping you just by being here, acting like you're living like filth. Come on. Have some respect.
Put some respect on my name. Put some respect on it.
I don't trust like that at all. I love the guy, but I think he understandably hates me on this playthrough. So allow me to talk shit.
This is not the cleanest bathtub in the world, but it's cleaner than you are right now.
That's what I said when I came in here. I was like, there's no way this bathroom smells worse than me.
Ah, that soap scum smell. It smells like life, at least compared to you.
Soap is the smell of death. I don't even just mean because they're like clean hospitals. I mean because like soap kills living things as a rule, as its job. I'm going to run a bath. I want to live forever with the corpse smell. Memento mori and stuff. Now we're going to run a bath.
The bathtub slowly fills with water. The water beckons.
Undress, close your eyes and submerge.
The water is only lukewarm, but still comforting. Like amniotic fluid. A few beer cans are bobbing up and down along your flanks, like sad duckies.
Yeah, tie the bath together.
The cans continue to bob, as do your thoughts, aimlessly splashing up against the sides of the tub. They're not even really thoughts, just assorted sensations. None of them acute enough to focus on.
Yeah, we can do better than that. We can think about something.
You see the corpse. You can still smell the cadaver on you. It's going to take more than one bath to get rid of that stench.
We can stay in a little bit.
Your fingers grow pale and are
Shit.
covered with tiny whirls as the water cools.
Wait, did it? It said I lost 0 health, right? I didn't actually just lose health by letting my fingers go pruned in the bath.
What are you doing? You're not some fat fish in a fucking aquarium. Time to get moving.
Alright.
The waterline recedes as you stand. You are cold now. Your clothes stick to your still moist skin.
That's all good. I'm back in my boots. I'm as clean as they are now. All I seem to do is wash dead people matter off things, but you know, I'm getting good at it. What can I say? So, a whole day completely unsupervised. This is going to end very, very poorly, isn't it? But it's only just beginning. Let's see what kind of nonsense we can get into. I did have something to ask you about, I seem to recall.
Can I help you?
I'm also able to pay for my bill for tonight. I don't know if I need to do it right now. Yeah, I saw something.
Another thing. Great. I love those.
The phone line's dead?
Yes, and the phone company is taking its sweet time sending someone to fix it. Losers.
That's pretty strange.
It's not strange, it's inconvenient.
Is it true that there was foul play?
Who told you that?
I would never disclose my sources. That would be dishonorable.
Fine, yeah. It looked like someone had messed with the wiring. It was shortly after the hanging, but I don't know if it's at all related. Plenty of arseholes around here who aren't murderers. If you do find out who cut the line, though, let me know, so I can forward them the repair bill.
I mean, there's a decent chance it was Kuno. I don't think he's going to be paying a repair bill. He's like 8. He's 12, but you know, he's like 8. I saw a sign that said I couldn't go into the kitchen. Why can't I go into the kitchen?
What are you, a cook now? That's none of your business.
Maybe I am a cook.
You're not. You're a menace. Fine, okay. The kitchen is closed until 1 p.m. because the real cook is working. You can snoop around after that, if you must.
Neat.
Yes?
Bye. Kitchen's closed until after 1 p.m. This kitchen? Surely not this kitchen. This kitchen? How many kitchens are there?
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue. The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel door is flush with its frame on every side.
Let's give it a little push.
The door does not budge. A challenge.
No, it's not.
You're right. The door looks positively immutable. You could never get it open using force.
No, I mean, it's not a challenge because I am a god.
The door does not budge.
But it will.
Challenge. The steel doesn't even tremble. Now you're hanging from the handle. The door remains immobile. Okay.
No!
Challenge. And you failed. What now, loser?
I thought if anything, I'd take like physical damage. That was incredibly short-sighted of me. I'm just gonna walk away.
The door stands silent, unmoved by your words.
I'm sad now because of a blue door. Fuck. And I can't even heal from it. Not ideal.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence.
Do you know what's behind that door?
He looks up at you, then looks away quickly, shrugging and muttering something to himself. Shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't know what's behind that door.
Fair enough. I don't think I need anything else. Stay masculine. Lovely. I feel like these guys are going to be at least as bad for morale as a door, surely. They've been talked up so much.
Let me handle this. You are far from home, officer. This isn't a district known for its love of self-proclaimed militiamen.
I mean no trouble. I'm just here to do my job, that's all.
Not a muscle moves in her face, but her eyes trace yours, stern and perceptive.
You are looking for Titus Hardy, who you think has information on a murder the RCM is investigating. You want to interview him. That's Titus. Talk to him, but know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong arming, nothing official. The District of Martinez does not recognize your authority to make arrests.
Yeah? And what are you going to do to me?
What are we going to do to you?
Why did you say that? Did you forget you're a cop? Again?
No, authority. I was trying to be authoritative. I was really like, oh yeah, and what are you going to do about it?
The union isn't going to do anything to you. It is not a crime syndicate. It is a labor organization.
Which leads me to my follow-up of what I'm going to do to all of you. Authority, you got to try and get on my level here. Kim's gone off for the day. I need somebody on my side. I got authoritative boots. Just get on my wavelength, okay?
Uh-huh. Goddamn right it is.
See, he gets it.
If anything, it is the RCM who do things to people. But we digress.
What's your role in all this?
Obviously, I'm a lawyer. A legal counselor for the Dock Workers Union. I would urge you to consider what you say to my clients.
I would similarly urge you to consider what you say to me. Why are you so aggressive?
I am being aggressive? Listen, you moral and unlucky. You are part of a mob, enforcing the unlawful privatization of Revachol. 20 fat men in the Occident are stealing it all, and you are their bodyguard.
Fuck yeah.
So ask what you came to ask, or get back to your commanders.
Let's say, hypothetically, that I think that's cool. But let's take it a step further. Armed uprising. What are the union's plans?
Look, a comedian. Do your job, ask your questions, then get out of Martinez.
And what if I wanted to talk to you and not Titus?
What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority. In Martinez, you are no one.
Joke's on you, I'm no one anywhere. You see hawthorn bushes outside.
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling-height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers.
I just remember my camera's off again because this just happened. They're like a whole double take. That was horrible. I'm never, ever, 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 ever going to clear a 3%. I know it's technically on the dice at some point or another. I mean, we could roll a double 6. You don't know. We've seen a mysterious door. Surely it's not going to damage my morale if I just can't necessarily see some weird unspoken thing. It's not time yet. See, that almost makes me feel like it's impossible to clear this right now, but I don't think the game would do that. I don't think it'd lie to me. Right? It probably would. I'm going to try it anyway. Fuck!
Nothing. Just black tangles like the hair
What
of
have
a
I
cold
done?
woman. Motionless. The wind in the yard doesn't reach the hawthorn, nor does the light come in from this window.
I'm gonna die of embarrassment in a cafeteria in front of everybody because I can't place a hunch that I have when I look at a window. I am not an emotionally strong man in this game. Good grief. That's a bad day right there. Let's squint at least.
There's a little slide panel up there to let some air in. No need to open it in spring. It's still too cold outside.
Well, that went fucking terribly. I don't think I can even speak to these people without doing something about my morale now. Now, I believe I'm supposed to be able to heal health by attacking objects, though it still seems to damage me. I recall that being a thing last time and I didn't manage to actually figure out what was going on with it. I definitely have a thought unlocked, which alleges to provide me with health upon enacting violence against inanimate objects. Attacking physical objects heals damage, but I tested it several times and died several times, so I don't actually... I feel very stupid, but I think I'm somehow operating on some miscomprehension of what seems like the plainest English of all time. So I'm just going to move on from that. I do need to get my morale up. It kinda can't be helped. Maybe this guy can help with my morale.
Still here. Stuck in this damn jam, my man. What's up?
No. I can't risk talking to anyone. They'll be like, oh, you look tired today. And I'll just be like, no! And just like collapse in on myself like a singularity and destroy the entire universe out of shame. There's a very real chance of it happening. I think it's worth reducing that chance as best I can before attempting to engage with people who will definitely make me feel small, regardless of how shiny and authoritative my boots may be.
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
Yeah, no shit.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
I mean, Hypnogamma would be nice, but it heals more morale than I could even, like, it heals 3, I only have 3. Either I rock on 1 until it goes to 0 and then I immediately use this, or I just get 2 or 3 magnesium. Thing is, I don't know how that works, because I could have sworn you can go to 0 and then if you use the item immediately, you're okay. But I've gone to 0 morale, used the item, then fucking quit my job and got a credit sequence. So I don't know what's going on. I'll just buy some magnesium.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
Okay, thanks. Any tar to cash in? Probably not.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
Nope. Looks like I already got rid of all that. Fair enough. Well, time to have a horrible conversation. Maybe they'll like me. I got low hopes so far. Did all of the shadows in the environment just do like a 360? Did we just get fucking Tony Hawk shadows? That rocks. Gotta get Superman by Goldfinger on the old stream deck. To be honest, I probably do have a stream profile that has it. All this one has is bad, man.
Put some respect on my name.
Yeah, I gotta redo my whole shit. Let's have a... Okay, talk to me. Nope, sorry. Let me think first. I don't know if police spirit's gonna help me all that much when I don't actually have another police officer here with me. So what I'm gonna attempt to do is keep my... No, I need my authority probably more than my composure, although I'm not sure. Because they would both be of some use in this situation, I think. Bigger question is... Okay, first of all, am I running any deficits? Inland Empire, no, that's a plus. I'm a little uncool. I don't think they care that much. My rhetoric's down. These don't seem like the most rhetorical folks. I think we're probably okay to engage in this. Is it worth me having a cigarette? It might be. I think it actually might be. But I still don't quite understand how they work, so bear with me. If I click on them enough times in enough different places, I will be able to use them, I think. Maybe. Why can't I understand them? Let me scrutinize the HUD. Yeah, it says my hand's empty, but it's not. Uses left 3. Is it because I'm indoors? Can I not smoke indoors? If my ability to smoke cigarettes in this game has been being secretly governed by, you know, the environment I'm in at that time without me connecting that, you know, at least that's a nice revelation to arrive at, but... What am I... These grad-made cigarettes are remarkable for their high tar content, a favourite of fishermen, police officers and working men the world over. Uses left 3. Handheld R. Finally they appear, like what's going on with this? I don't know if it's something I'm getting confused about, or if it's just kind of glitchy with when it decides you've got cigarettes equipped. But every single time I've gone to use them on this version or the Switch version, I've had to fiddle around with it for ages and then suddenly the solution I already tried works. It's kind of weird. However, it is not working now. Like, it wants me to press the button, right? I don't know why I keep having issues with this. Substances can be administered during dialogue. That's good to know. I didn't actually know that. Zoom in, zoom out, highlight, journal inventory. Sorry, I have to read through all these out loud in case I'm missing something, but... yeah, I don't know. Oh! So it is, there's just like a tiny sliver of pixel you have to click on, like the whole... I don't know if you can see this in the bottom right. Whole button does basically nothing, but then underneath it, on the left, but not all the way left, there is a clickable zone. Kinda confusing. It's made more confusing by the fact that on the Switch version, sometimes I swear to God, you press in the stick, because that's how you do it in that, and it just doesn't register, and I'm like, please, I'm pressing the cigarette button. Alright, let's get in here. I'll stop just being confused.
This is where you say your bit.
Mm-hmm. Looks like he's gonna hit me.
Hey, dipshit. You hard of hearing or something? The boss man's talking to you.
What's up with this dude's audio? How many bathrooms were you in when you recorded this?
What, is he fucking kidding? This guy high or something?
Hey, asshole, up here. We're talking to you.
Glenn's audio's fucked up. Everyone else's is fine. Glenn has some horrible reverb in the room he's recording in. We need to talk about the man hanged out back.
Oh, this is about him. A real looker, that won't.
You sure took your time, huh? Waited for him to get real ripe and pretty for you.
Oh, he was a real pretty boy. Hanging up there, letting out that pretty boy smell.
I can't for the life of me understand why you did it. I mean, I would have just left him up there. You must really like cleaning up other people's shit.
Community spirit, you know.
You might want to start asking your questions now. It's not going to get better than this.
Questions? To hell with that. Get right up in the big dick's face. Physical confrontation. The room is silent. The leader does not flinch. Get further in there. Escalate.
Okay.
What the fuck is this? You wanna fuck with me?
You sound like Kuno now, dude. Yeah, I'm gonna open and close my fists.
He hunches forward. His right hand starts tapping a quick little rhythm on his thigh. This guy's tough. Get the eye twitch going. You need to look scary.
Engage. Eye twitch.
What do you think you're doing? You hear. But his mouth isn't moving. It's the tension in his shoulders speaking.
What are you doing?
I can do this all night long. His clenched fists say, their knuckles turning white. I'm young. You're 50,000 years old. Do not explain or defend yourself. Attack.
He didn't actually insult our age, so let's not get defensive about our age. That's not a power move. He didn't say any of this. With all the abuse I've taken, and I'm still walking, talking, and ready to get into this fight.
No, you're not. You're frail and your nerves are frayed. Old sadness weighs you down. He refuses to budge. You failed here. A weakness is a weakness, not a strength. Time to speak now. With words.
The man hanged in the backyard. Did you do it?
The pretty boy. You really love talking about him.
Just keep talking. Put something on the table. Something incriminating.
Why is there a container belt around the dead man's neck?
Container belt? Like we use in the harbor?
Funny you should say that, yeah, why?
Because we took it from the harbor where we work. Then we went out back and used it to hang him.
Well, there you go.
As he speaks, his fists contract, going through the pulling motion again, savoring it.
We did this together, all of us, until he was dead.
Until he was
That's
dead?
why there's a container belt around his neck.
What if he was already dead, Titus Hardy? What about that?
There's a catch hidden somewhere. He didn't confess so that you could take them all away. It's too simple.
There's a catch.
There is no catch. These 7 honest men have all equally come forth to tell you what happened, so that you don't waste any more of your time.
I'll just arrest them all. I don't care. Okay, that's obviously not going to be feasible. Despite my monstrous physical instrumentality. Actually, 7's not even that huge. Even my pain threshold's got one up on it at this point. Am I overplaying my hand if I talk about the bullet in his head? How did you kill him?
We hanged him up by his neck until he got real still. Wasn't that obvious, copper?
Now you fucked up.
Didn't they teach you anything at the cop school, idiot?
Joke's on you, I forgot literally everything.
You're pretty sure you've had at least 2 years of cop school and many more of active service. Certainly enough to not put up with this backsass. Deliver a knockdown observation.
Now, you listen to me, Sonny Jim. The autopsy showed the victim's hands weren't tied, no signs of struggle. Explain this. And make it real simple.
Look, I'm not gonna play 20 questions with you, capo. I'll say it again. We killed him.
I shall dictate the number of questions you are asked. Thank you very much.
That definitely caught him off guard. In comes number 2 to take care of it.
I'm gonna shit on this man?
Yeah. I knocked him out.
Oh.
Came up behind him and clubbed him in the back of the head. He went down like a sack of sand.
I don't buy it. That guy's like 50 times your size.
That's right.
Club or not, I don't think he'd let that happen.
Then we hanged the fuck.
I knew I'd need composure. Shit. I shouldn't have worn my beautiful, gorgeous, gleaming, high-tech anti-composure boots. What a fool I've been. Hang on. Mr. Tats, what did you use to knock the victim out?
My fucking elbow, Copper. Samaran boxing style.
I'm going to continue to put doubt on everything you're telling me. Where did all this action take place?
Right fucking here. The fucker started coming to our bar, asking for it.
Strange answer to the tied hands, no doubt, but 30% is not good. Ooh, composure 2. Even if I put 1 in this, I'm going to fail this. Which is, yeah, troubling. Maybe I'll loop back to it if it lets me. It's a red check. I'm just concerned it's going to damage my morale, basically. But if I'm not going to have another choice, then... things aren't quite right here, are they?
Actually, they're admirably, surprisingly composed. The entire room. Given how many questions you've lobbed their way.
All of them? Maybe one of them is fidgeting, cracking under pressure.
Well, this one. But he's always fidgeting, so don't get your hopes up.
Right. I have other questions about the lynching.
Like what, Copper?
Let's say... do I hit him with the Phoenix right? I feel like if Kim was here and he hadn't driven away to deal with the body, he'd be like, don't tell him about the bullet, for fuck's sake. Don't tell him about the bullet. We don't have the upper hand here, but you know what? I'm going to tell him about the bullet. How does the bullet in his head factor into this?
Huh? How the fuck do I know? Anyone could have shot him. Target practice, maybe.
A little bit less shit at my job than you thought, huh?
This line of questioning is over. You got the cause of death already? Hanging. If there's any post-mortem trauma, it's your problem. This will not turn into a cross-examination.
Well, you should know that we've taken the body away, and we haven't said that it's a hanging, we've said he was shot. I'm not going to tell you this. I don't even have the ability to tell you this. But I think it's something you should know. I don't even know if it's worth asking anymore here. I mean, we're not going to get good answers out of things like why, but I suppose I should at least attempt to exhaust the dialogue tree.
Why? 'Cause he was worthless mercenary scum. And he stepped out alive in my town.
So he was a mercenary, that's it?
And he stepped out of line.
What kind of mercenary?
The kind that shows up when you start a strike. The experienced kind, too. Had Kohoy and Semenine written all over him. Ex-Oranese Special Forces.
A live grenade, right here in our bar.
I can't prove it, but I know he was sent by the Wild Pines. They hire merc shit like that. Story of every strike from here to Samara.
I mean, it's true. They got that one dude out there going right to work over and over again, so... and I don't think he actually wants to work. I think that's him working, to be honest with you. How do you even know he was Special Forces?
Cause one night, he walked straight up to the mic and said, I'm RNE's goddamn Special Forces, and I'm gonna fuck you all.
Cool.
Yeah, Really? Had a gin and tonic up there, sang some R&E's paratrooper song, and said he's gonna fuck everyone.
We couldn't believe it either, but he fucking did, right there. Like some kind of animal.
Right, but what did he actually do wrong?
Wrong? He harassed women, raped one, harassed workers, threatened to kill some as a warning.
There's a slight unease in him suddenly. He regrets mentioning the rape.
I'm not sure why he does. It's the kind of thing I'd like to know about the quote-unquote victim of this murder.
To kill us all, if we don't open the gates, if we don't let the scabs in, if we don't bend over. And that was before he started coming here.
Like, if he was legitimately really hurting people, I don't know why you'd regret telling me about that when I'm interrogating you as to the motive for killing him. Feels like it'd be pertinent information that you'd want to share with me, for your own good, but...
Yeah, he said it was his favorite joint now. Started coming here every night. Drinking, grabbing girls. Grabbed one of ours mid-karaoke, right there on the stage.
He grabbed someone?
Yeah. This girl's on the mic. A beautiful girl, young. Gets into the second verse of Lover Lake. The fucker grabs her legs, starts screaming. Show me your cunt! Why don't you show me your cunt? Then, he gets knocked on the head with a wine bottle. Doesn't even fall down.
Was this the same girl who was, raped, you said?
Aren't you fucking listening? My man is talking to you. He took care of it. They got the girl out before anything else could happen.
Yeah, me and Eugene got her out. Aren't you fucking listening?
Right, but who did he rape then? That's a really serious allegation.
No. You're not getting the name. That's a Martinez matter. And I'm not discussing it with you clowns.
There's nothing you can do for now. He's stonewalling you.
Okay. Who called the shots that night?
Are you deaf? There will be
Why does
no
everyone keep asking
singling
me if I'm
anyone out.
deaf? No,
You
motherfucker, that's
can't
so
arrest
disrespectful.
a Hardy boy without arresting all Hardy boys.
Like, if I were deaf, I'd be able to probably read your lips, I'd imagine.
Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest them all?
A shadow of a smirk passes her lips as she tilts her head. Okay. No, but seriously. Who calls the shots around here?
Who do you fucking think does?
I think you do.
That's right, asshole. Titus Hardy runs the Hardy Boys. Ain't that so, fellas?
I think you got your answer, Mr. Law.
Okay. I think you got your murder, Mr. Law.
No. You did not get an answer. Titus does administrative work. He pushes paper, fills out forms. The others can't read. But on that night, they all acted as one man.
Yeah, you can say stuff like that all you want. That's unfortunately not how reality works. I'm not trying to be any kind of a police person about anything. I'm just saying everyone involved has some level of responsibility here, and just be like, they all did it, you can't do shit. It's like, okay. I mean, I guess technically you're physically correct in this moment. But I really gotta question your kind of long-term legal well-being. I know you say that I have no jurisdiction here. This is brazenness, but it's coming across as a little bit complacent. When did this hanging incident occur?
You don't have to keep answering his questions.
I know, Lizzie. Relax. We killed him last Sunday night. Seemed like a good way to end the week.
And how long had you known him?
Known him? We don't associate with scum like that, asshole.
Yeah! Who do you think we are?
Quiet. He came around about 3 weeks ago when that Pines cow first sailed into town. Happy?
You mean Joyce?
No. I mean the Pines cow. The stupid-ass cow they sent in to fuck us over. But you know what? Why don't you ask her about the pretty boy? I'm sure she has interesting things to say when you ask her hard enough.
That's enough insinuation for today, Titus. Officer, your interview is drawing to an end. Don't waste your last questions.
So just to be clear, you have no remorse about murdering this man?
How many people have you sent to the Shays? Ever felt remorse for them?
I can't actually tell you, I don't know.
Or send them to Reunion to rot. For 20 years. For life.
I mean, I got 3 kills, but... Oh... Honestly, I mean, yeah. Honestly, I drink so much I can't really remember anyone I've sent behind bars.
Doesn't remember them. He just forgets. Are you hearing this, Titus?
Ain't no use keeping a stiff catalog in your head. That's for sure.
Alright. So what now?
Nothing. Your investigation here is done. You should go back to Jamrock, to your station, where you belong.
Yes, run home, lonely rent-a-cop. Real law officials are done with you. You're lucky you didn't get a beating.
Forget about their games. You've mapped out the characters. Reading the footprints in the yard should be easier now.
Week when we first met? Excuse me. God, I really do have no authority, huh? I mean, my psyche is just... I got a bad psyche. I don't know what to tell you about it. We went physique. Let's take a look at the room first.
No. I's here. You got business with my boys. You got business with me.
You don't get to tell me where to point my fucking eyeballs, mate. Holy shit.
Yeah. You fuck with the Hardy boys, you fuck with Titus Hardy.
Relax, Dennis. No one is fucking you yet.
Yeah, Dennis, calm down. No one's fucking you, you stupid fuck.
Glenn's audio issues have cleared up anyway.
Let Dennis enjoy his fucking, man. We don't mind.
Yeah, you're not even being fucked, Dennis.
Easy, fellas. We got company. Let's see what brings the cop around.
Too late. You already scanned the room. You got a pretty good picture.
Picture of what?
Of the actors here. You could take another look at the tracks in the mud on the crime scene. Compare it to these guys.
Do I do that before? This isn't a white check, though. You still haven't explained the bullet I found in the hanged man's head.
You still on about that bullet?
Yeah?
A bullet in a hanged man's head. You're right, Copper. That is mighty curious.
Yeah, truly curious. If you hanged him, how did it get there?
Well, there are so many bullets in the world, and so many heads. I guess it's only logical. At some point, one of them bullets had to end up in one of them heads.
It's bound to happen again, you know? Just statistically speaking, of course.
I think the hanging was a cover-up for the shooting.
You know what I think? I think he was shot in the head as a kid, and his brain grew around the bullet.
That doesn't flatter your own intellect, sir, believe me.
Around the bullet, man. That's a good one.
Did you guys shoot him?
Shit! I probably did shoot him. I was drunk last night. You guys know me when I'm drunk.
Yeah, Glenn likes to shoot his guns when he's drunk. Better hope he stays sober.
I mean before he was hanged.
Before? After? During? This is getting ridiculous. They told you what happened. Stop wasting your time.
No, I've only ever said before, and I'm sticking to it. Before. I guess I'll ask one more time. What the fuck?
Wow! He's got it in a real evidence bag and all!
Why don't you go home and log it into evidence? These men have told you what happened.
I'll figure this out sooner or later.
Never been worried in my life, lawman.
Never been worried in my life, low man. Never been worried in my life. He's going off, man. And now he's sitting down. Well, we took less morale damage than I was expecting. Not by much. I can't exactly say it went well, because I don't think it did. It's all about money, you know. Damn. I don't know if that would have necessarily gone a whole lot better with Kim there. Felt like I didn't have much leeway regardless. I mean, what am I supposed to do when they're standing there mass incriminating themselves? But it's... What are you doing up there? What the fuck? Can't get up there. It's weird that they're really happy to be like, yeah, woo, we hanged him. But the second I'm like, why'd you shoot him then put his body in the tree? They're like, what the... Like, I'm genuinely intrigued by that because I don't understand what the implications of their reaction to it are at all. Is this a redoable white check? Still can't access whatever's going on in this bit.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
If this is going to damage my morale upon failure, I'm not going to be happy. Why am I looking at this pile of roofing material?
Because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. That's why they're too orderly.
Ah. Move them.
There it is. You see a shabby little door.
I feel like I could have displaced the pallets a little bit more gracefully, but that's okay. So, I was able to ask Kuno about this roofing, right? Is this Kuno's shack or something? I don't know where I'm going right now. An empty tube of magnesolum magnesium supplement. A silver plate with traces of bone yellow powder.
Amphetamine. Sweet amphetamine.
Oh my God.
Maybe this Kuno kid knows where to find more.
Tiny little lick. Just tiny little lick.
Responsible drug use. Just a faint bitter taste on the tip of your tongue. There wasn't enough to get a grown man anywhere.
Ah, shit. I actually thought that was going to cross speed off my list. The poster says get out of the way or get fucked up. There's actually a... Sorry, that's actually a found slogan from an aggressive youth-oriented campaign. Cured pig's head, it looks mummified. Huh. I mean, is this where Kuno hangs out? I mean, he likes Faln. Or at least he's trying to sell me some trousers they make for like a high price. There's a pig head. That tracks. It does seem like the kind of place the kids in Pathologic live, so that tracks too. Huh. Seems to be a transitional area to somewhere else. I'm not sure where it's taken me, to be honest with you. Huh, so what's going on with this? Why does my phone keep making stupid noises? Wow, back for blood, double supply point weekend, get out of my face. I'm gonna get back to that game now, it was fun. Or at least it used to be fun. I think they've since patched out the entire build I played. They were like, hey, you know, people who like to go fast and do melee, we hate you, please die. And apparently both of those things are considerably less effective and fun now, but I should probably play it before I kind of just conclude that myself. Ah, no Safed. Oh, that's a... I didn't think that'd work like that, but I'm happy to see that it does. That works out perfectly for me. Someone just been throwing coins up on the roof? Like, what the... Oh, and I still can't get to these bits. Oh, I'm confused now. Am I missing something? Oh, yeah. Restoration pillars keep the ruins together. Postcard Grand Couronne 37. This doorway's gonna collapse soon. We'll see. I got all damn day. I actually have not. I'm just gonna take these coins and leave, probably, to be honest with you. Anything else accessible from this peculiar little... This feels like it should lead somewhere really specific, but... But I don't know why I feel like it should do. It's cool, places can just, like, exist. That's fine. Don't bother me none. Though I still have to feel like that's definitely some manner of Kuno zone. Oh, I haven't spoken to Kuno since Kim isn't around, actually. He might have different stuff to say about it, or he might just be like, was the censored guy you hang around with? Oh, I need to look at these, too. No, I'll talk to Kuno first, even though he might just... You always run the risk of dying of embarrassment when you speak to this kid, but you know, it's a new day.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Kuno, do you have any speed?
Fucking right, pig. Kuno's filling bathtubs with that shit. Kuno's a kingpin.
Could I get just like a little bit of speed?
Fuck no, pig. Kuno ain't dealing to the popo. Not doing the pork pen for your sad speed habit. You don't know Kuno.
He's not worried about prison. He just wants to antagonize you. He's got to at least know a source. Look at him. You need to figure this out somehow. You need to befriend him first.
Well, if I'm to befriend him via empathy, sorry to inform you, there is a very low likelihood of that ever coming to fruition. However, I did find your shack, Kuno.
You found Kuno's secret door to Kuno's secret shack. It was closed for 5,000 years. How the fuck did you get in?
How about the fact that you lied to me and told me it was roofing material?
Pig, that's the past. You and Kuno are now. Let's talk about how you opened the secret door, fucking at Kuno's kingdom.
I phase shifted through the roofing material like Kim Kitsuragi phasing through the door of my room at the Whirling in Rags to watch me take a bath, which I was then, consequently, unable to do, with his eyes all over me, refusing to look at the state of my room.
Shit, get the fuck out of here. You can't do that.
You can't do that, Kuno. He's trying to fuck at you again.
Pigs can't displace. Can't do that teleport shit.
There's people who can do that? Is this literally in the Dishonored universe? Because that would rule.
How did you like it in there, pig old boy? Kuno's got a lot of cool shit there, right?
What's with the pig head?
Oh, that? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape.
Demo tape? Like a... Oh, hang on. Let me check. Send me a message. Demo... Yeah, we gotta go. Cool pig head. I like it. I got one too. This one, it's shit.
What is this shit? Fucking on yourself. This is weird level shit. Kuno doesn't go there.
Fuck your shit back to normal. What is this?
I just get experience for being self-deprecating around Kuno, and it completely baffling him. That's pretty great. I mean, we all know about the powder residue, but we'll get there, because I need that speed. But what's with the tube of magnesolum, Kuno?
It's a vitamin, pig. Don't you know anything?
It's magnesium, right?
Yeah, it's the mag. You fucking need that shit to stay on top of your game. Kuno goes through like a tube a day, rips mag like a motherfucker, and you could use a bottle.
Oh, don't teach him, Kuno. He's gonna use it against you, Kuno.
Please. I know all about magnesium. I rock it all the time.
You're not getting this, pig. It completely takes away the hangover. It's like you didn't do anything. Like you stayed home playing with your choo-choo.
Bro, you're 12. I'm like 50. I have multiple addictions. I'm a severe alcoholic. All kinds of narcotics problems. Not to mention probably all these physical injuries from constantly throwing myself at stuff. Wait, who do you think you're talking to, man?
Fuck you, pig! Don't do mag! You're gonna OD and you're gonna fucking die!
Yeah, maybe. I found a plate covered with powder residue. Know anything about it?
That's where Kuno gets his daily hit of electric. Kuno Shazam! Kuno rides the fucking lightning in there, pig!
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too, wouldn't you? You feel tired and old, but you could have that sparkle in your eyes.
I've had enough of this.
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom. Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Yeah, we've established that multiple times now, Kuna, but that's okay. You go about not caring, and we'll look at these. Everything's fine.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here. Sitting at a desk, Lieutenant Kitsuragi fiddles with a pen, then writes something on the paper in front of him. He shouldn't be doing that. He should be here discussing the footprints.
That rocks. I can see what he's doing. Oh, but I can't actually glean any useful information from the footprints without him. Shit. That's not good news. That's not particularly good news at all. Find a murder weapon. Perform an advanced analysis using hand-eye coordination. I really don't want to sink a point into that one right now. The thing is, though, I already had a decently high percentage chance on the roll. How's my THC coming along? Oh! I've almost completely thought about my cool shoes. We're getting there. In the meantime, though... Do I try the bullet again? I want to see if I can heal off this.
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffito and bullet holes in the front.
And I'm just going to reconsult quickly in the thought cabinet my equipped thought of anti-object task force, which alleges to heal damage when I attack physical objects. Right? Maybe I'm misunderstanding. Or maybe it'll work now.
There is a hollow, saddened ring as you kick the Levantoria mail collection box. It sounds betrayed, in disbelief even.
It's the first time I've seen it work. I'm so thrilled. I had that thought and still died kicking stuff last time, so this is a huge improvement. I think there's whole people I haven't even spoken to once. Yeah, there are. Hello.
Life doesn't need to be a struggle. I'll be with you in a moment, officer. Let me just finish my sandwich. Talk to Angry Hard René first.
You make him sound so inviting. I'll have to.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, alright?
Look, in his hand, going into his mouth, the sandwich. It's hauntingly beautiful.
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot first. Ask questions never.
Alright, I got this. Ball time.
That's the spirit. Don't even waste your breath asking about the game. They wouldn't know anyway. They're way past their prime.
It's a red hand-eye coordination check. I'm half tempted to put a point into it just so I can retry the other check as well and further hopefully ensure that I don't fuck this up. I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. shit, here it comes.
You are immediately surprised by the ball's lack of weight. No matter, you'll make it work.
This is using one of their balls, right? Not the one from my inventory, which is worth like... How much was it worth? 13 Real 77 or something.
God, this is right. You feel the familiar tremble of excitement and adrenaline that precedes every victory. Time has frozen.
Feel the ball.
The cold metal ball is surprisingly smooth against your neck. It has a pattern on it. Probably a sponsored ball. Yours would only be covered with bumps of learning and scars of victory. Already your muscles are adjusting to the weight, the nervous system calibrating, until you and the ball have merged into a single entity. The man ball is ready.
Take in the surroundings.
A chilly breeze ruffles your hair as you stand there, feet firmly planted. All sounds, smells, even the wind, everything fades until the only thing left is the union of man and ball. West, in the Grand Couronne area, a sharp overhand left from Arsène-Luc Edelbrock sends the Samaran heavyweight champion, Kostya Miasnok Kostanica, flying to the mat. The crowd goes wild. Revachol loves her heroes.
I think there's time for a last glance inward. Who am I?
An embodiment of pure motion, a fine-tuned locomotor running at maximum efficiency. Behold the fear and confusion reflecting in the eyes of the two feeble geezers. They are in awe of your superiority. You are a god to them.
The inertia can be contained no more than the bullet leaving a gun. Let go. Be the bullet.
Perfect. Merde! Bordel de merde!
I mean, I passed the check.
What the hell is your problem?
Problem? I don't understand.
You vandalized our game, son. We can't play pétanque with 5 bull.
P-Tank?
Yes, pétanque. You ruined our pétanque game. We want our bull back.
Take it easy, René. This is just a misunderstanding, isn't it, officer? No harm done.
Of course there's harm done, you orange slug. You owe us a goddamn bull.
I'm sorry, I don't have a bull. Will this do?
Will this... No, it will goddamn not.
Thank you, officer. This is really something. Honestly, I think it's better than our old bull, even.
Mon Dieu. All right, fine. What do you want, officer?
Oh. Do you know anything about the man hanged in the backyard of the Whirling in Rags?
Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement. But this affair has passed me by completely.
And most of the locals?
In Martinez, the union is the law. So can you really blame them?
But you don't have a problem with cops?
Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets.
So again, you don't know anything.
If I knew, I would not be afraid to tell you. I simply don't. I'm an old man, not a coward. The daily business of the riffraff no longer concerns me.
You seem to be playing in a crater.
Yes. The terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game.
Do you know what created it?
I do. Fire from heavy artillery.
Heavy artillery fire, you say? That's the best kind of artillery fire. Very interesting.
Okay, it's a crater left by artillery fire, but why?
Why what?
Why was heavy artillery used?
Because that's what happens when communards hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home.
Did you use artillery fire against them?
Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought valiantly. Too valiantly. So valiantly we got licked. Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda and mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't though, and we lacked caliber. God bless him, but the suzerain's cannons simply weren't big enough.
They should have chosen a place away from people and buildings.
This place is the damn beachhead, son. They had to soften the commies up first.
Beachhead?
Yes. The military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol. Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in 08. The other 2 are off in Stella Maris and the Delta.
Deathblow? Sounds grim.
This here is Blood Ground, where coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out. Most likely, we're playing pétanque on their mangled corpses.
Blood ground. You got old René going there. Like he isn't hungry enough already.
Explains all the war damage.
Damn right, son. They laid the fire of hell on the city before they stormed it. And it worked, too.
He approves of this radical approach. Knows it was necessary.
The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez they keep as a monument. And now the Union Socialists are practically running the place.
Well, it's your own damn fault. You, we, the coalition, Revachol, whoever you want to blame, never finished the job. Officially, the party never surrendered. Of course they still all influence.
You don't even begin to truly understand the players on the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding the... What do you think?
You're forcing me into some corners again here. I mean, I just do.
I'm just so damn sorry it had to be the coalition. After 8 years of fighting those hyenas, boiling cats for food and drinking piss in the mountains, I would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Guillaume returned through Revachol, or even if that damn clan Frisel had risen from the grave and led us. Sadly, that was not the case. Instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere. Foreign influence peddling garbage and stupid music on the radio. This is just what the commies wanted. This was their plan all along. This is what they wanted to replace the role of the suzerain with.
This is what the commies wanted the whole time. Shit music on the radio. Damn them. Sorry, who's Frisel?
Damn Frisel. He was the king we couldn't protect. The Carabineers failed him, and the crown. He died in the hands of the Hyperlay, in a very public execution.
And what's a suzerain?
The suzerain is the king! Has everyone forgotten already? They've forgotten already. It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened. When we took our last stand against the Fifth and rode the cavalry straight into gunfire.
This is not actually how balls work. I'm surprised to see this ignorance from you, considering you seem to spend so much of your time playing with them. I found your guard booth.
Yes, the Debardeurs Union pays me to stand vigil during the nights. Not out of any political allegiance, mind you. I'm an old man. Don't sleep more than a few hours every night anyway, and money is tight.
You must have seen something on the night of the murder. Your booth looks right into the yard.
Yes, it does. Unfortunately, I wasn't working that night. Been on a 2-week leave since last Monday.
Why were you on leave?
It's a private matter. Nothing to do with your investigation.
You see, officer, René is the kind of man would rather die than admit he needs medical assistance or, God forbid, sick it. A real man's man is just gonna ride it out.
I'm fine, goddammit. Mind your own business. It's nothing. Just got to cut back on coffee.
It's his heart.
So, who was working your shift that night then?
No one. The bus has been unmanned since last Monday. There's no other guard. It's just me.
Wait, the container yard's been unguarded for a week?
Yes. It's not actually an issue. I mean,
a man was lynched.
Look, officer. The container yard doesn't actually need a guardsman. Never had one before René. Monsieur Claire had that booth built specially for him. It's mostly decorative.
Mostly decorative?
the possibility of someone being in there is enough to discourage any ill-minded individuals.
Evrard created this job for René because he knows the Royal Carabinier's pension of honor and PTSD isn't something a man can live off. A decorated Kingsman collecting tear reflects bad on the whole neighborhood. His words.
What? There's nothing wrong with collecting tar. It's my side thing too. Check it out.
Oh, I didn't mean to imply there's something wrong with that. I do it too. Everyone does it. It's an excellent side thing.
Yes, yes, yes. Can we conclude the topic of my guard booth now?
To be honest, yeah, I don't think it's pertinent to the investigation at this point. I don't need to prod you any further about your own personal photographs. That would be unbecoming of me. Got it, thanks. It's all good.
Yes, yes. Like I said, it would be up anyway, so might as well keep an eye out. It keeps my senses sharp.
Fuck off -1 through the bull in the sea. I put a skill point in to pass that roll, and I did. I can't believe you've done this. Is there anything you can tell me about this rifle?
It's a Bell McGrave, 4.46 caliber, breech loading, Revachol made. Good weapon, accurate and reliable.
His moves are quick and precise as he first checks the weapon, then aims it at the sea. This man knows firearms intimately.
This one's inoperable. The bolt spring is missing and the mechanism is jammed shut. Still a beauty. Where did you find her?
There's a whole pile of them over there. I probably shouldn't tell him, right? This dude is like, he's a little too happy about the idea of killing people who don't politically align with him. I probably shouldn't tell him, well, there's a bunch of rifles, even if they are, out of action. I'm sorry, I can't divulge that kind of information.
I understand. Unfortunately, I don't know what else to tell you. These PMs are an antique. No one uses them anymore. The ammunition is impossible to find.
I feel like I might be carrying some of that ammunition, but I can't tell. However, having put a point into hand-eye coordination, I can once again attempt to, so there's that. Oh, new thought.
Fairweather T500. Remember that weakness you were looking for in the ceramic armor? Like, maybe it can only stop small, fast projectiles, but a large, slow-moving pry bar would shatter it? Or, if I run an electrical current through it, maybe it will melt. Or, personal favorite, frequency something something radio weapon? None of that would work. You need to shoot the part of the enemy that doesn't have Fairweather T500 on it, because the armor itself is invulnerable. Good news is, so are the armor pieces on you.
Wonderful stuff. Bonuses +2 hand-eye coordination. What? +2 hand-eye coordination against enemies in my new boots. So not even me wearing them. They have to be wearing this armor too. Just off the bat, enemies? I didn't know that was a thing. That's troubling. That's troubling indeed. I know not the implications of this. I didn't think I was actually going to be fighting anything, and I'm still not convinced that I will be. I don't know if this is just a useless thought. It says against enemies in... I'm trying to think if I've encountered anyone else who's actually wearing this armor, because there was the other guy who's clearly been hired as a strikebreaker, seemingly in the same vein as the guy who was shot and then, strung up on the tree. But I don't think I've seen anyone wearing any. And I don't think I've had any of my own character's thoughts about, like, look at this person in that armor. So I guess we'll have to see. But that feels aggressively specific for my current situation, and I'm not in love with the idea of it using a whole thought cabinet slot. That's a strange one. But we're almost fully derealized, so there's that too, you know? That's fun. What's this? Enormous balls worthy of a real man. I know I've been down here because there's the pawn shop, but... Plastic wrapped macaroni stamped with humanitarian aid. This says humanitarian aid tuna fish, not for resale. This says speakers from the people of Samara. Everything is good here. This says food gift from the people of Messina. I mean... I'm far from sporting a wealth of disposable income, but I have a little bit. Maybe there's something here. I should probably speak to him first.
You see a Samaran street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. When he realizes you're looking at him, his face breaks into a wide, welcoming grin. The name Sileng is embroidered over his breast pocket.
Happy shopping, officer! Everything's cool here.
What's so cool?
Everything's cool. The goods are cool, the customers are cool, the place is cool. And one more thing, officer.
From out on the bay, a cool wind gathers. It sweeps into the city, tugging at the textiles hanging around the stand. Some distance away, the sound of a tin can clattering across the street can be heard.
You're very cool.
Perfect.
Bang, 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 bang!
Really? You think I'm cool?
Oh, yes! You got style. You got personal style. You know what you like. You like premium menswear. Look around and browse. Everything looks cool on a guy like you. Take your time.
Don't be distracted by the flattery and funny man act. Questions.
I mean, do I really have relevant questions to ask him? He's just chilling, isn't he? These food packages you're selling have humanitarian aid and even not for resale written on them. How come?
You mean these delicious pre-packaged shelf-stable meal kits? Really easy to cook, no hassle, really cheap too. Buy some, try them out.
I'm pretty sure one did say not for resale.
No problem here, officer. I get all this from one of my suppliers, an extremely reputable guy.
Wait, Humanex, humanitarian aid.
Does your supplier drive that Humanox lorry over there?
What?
The street vendor looks over his left shoulder and stares at the lorry as though he's never seen a lorry in his entire life.
Look, officer, I'm just a retailer. You'd have to talk to my supplier if you got questions about the supply chain. That's how the game works.
Okay, what kind of stuff are you selling?
Only the coolest goods in Revachol. I've got sneakers, speakers, extremely comfy pants too. Try them on right here. No shame, only freedom.
Kind of depends, Sileng. Is there a discount for cool officers like me?
No need for discounts at ceilings, officer. Everything's already on sale. Anything you want, 50% off.
That doesn't sound like a sale. Where did you get those comfy pants?
I'm an entrepreneur, officer. I've got sources, buyers, suppliers, distributors, manufacturers, wholesalers, all extremely cool and above board.
Okay, that's all. Let me ask you something else.
Anything for you.
Don't take this the wrong way. I know when certain people ask this in this game, it's a racist thing. As unracistly as I could possibly ask, and allowing for the context of the fact that these are all lorry drivers from all over the place who are stuck here, where are you from?
Me? It's a boring story, officer. Who cares about the past? I'm all business now. All Revachol.
I mean, yeah.
Very
Cool.
cool. I
I'm gonna
like
be a
your
prick for no
style,
reason.
officer.
Rhetoric challenging. Persuade him to give you some money. No, I'm good. I got a rhetoric stat of 0. I think I can probably just let that one go. I'll look around, thank you.
There's a pile of cheap sunglasses in a small box, a variety of shapes and colors.
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest styles right here.
Let me take a look.
These are all boring. Boring third-rate ho-hum sunglasses made of cheap Syrahese plastic, the kind of plastic that melts in the sun.
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, superb material, very cool. UV resistant. These will definitely keep your eyes safe and cool while doing your dangerous police work.
Let me try them on.
Abort. These are hideous. What's more, they don't even fit your face. You can feel them pinching your nose and chafing against your brow.
Damn, officer! You look like a mega secret spy. Very secret. They're practically made for you. I'll let you have them for 2 real and 50 cents.
That's tempting even if they're shit.
They're perfect for concealing your bloodshot and baggy eyes.
Electrochemistry shades, they actually do seem perfect.
A good starter pair, officer. And when you're ready to upgrade, come back and see me.
Plus it'll take me from 0 logic back to -1 logic, which... it sounds like more. It's obviously technically less. But it's just so noteworthy for its negativity that I almost care for that more than having 0. However counterintuitive that might directly be on a numerical level.
There are clothes inside. Cheap second-hand clothes, smelling of strangers' body odors.
Don't be shy. These are premium class clothes. Good quality fabrics, best retro design. Save the economy with your style, officer.
You find your hands deep in tattered and faded garments made from weird polyester blends that make your body itch and sweat in all the wrong places. The box smells like cat piss or like an old person with no money.
Those things do not smell similar at all.
Economical, but also trendy. Look first-hand, buy second-hand. Keep the economy moving.
1 second, let me put on my composure shoes. And also my cool new... Wait, no, actually... the visual calculus bonus has probably been carrying me more than I realize, but, you know... leaning into electrochemistry. It's just what I do. However... give me all the composure you can give me right now. Think that's it. Think that's it.
You keep coming back. That's good, officer.
No,
Damaged
all you can come up with are some treated wool pants. You can tell they're too tight around your thighs and too loose around the waist.
I'll touch him at least.
They itch like hell. The itch is so bad you'll want to smash someone's face in.
All natural materials, see? Real wool, 100% skin friendly, and they're yours for only 2 real.
No thank you. My fight or flight reflex threatened to brutally assault people indiscriminately because of the itchiness of them, and I hadn't even tried them on, I just touched them with my fingers. I don't see that going anywhere good. If I ever need an overwhelming dose of half-light, I know where to find
You
itchy
see
trousers.
2 lowly, defeated speakers, thralls, slaves basically, perched atop them like conquerors surveying the land. A pair of found, durable wear sneakers, ultra serious.
I can see you've a taste for luxury, officer. Can't keep your eyes off those sneakers?
Sneakers and speakers, huh? Shoo me.
A pair of found ultras. The design is impossibly sleek and simple. A futuristic silhouette with a sleek monochrome colorway, a jet black upper, and a silver-lined midsole.
Silver piping.
Those sneakers, mister. Those sneakers are the latest found sneakers. Super air, super fine, super cool. Only 50 real.
they actually do look really useful. But that's more money than I have in the world, and I haven't even paid for where I'm staying tonight, so let's just inspect the speakers, I guess.
These once respectable speakers have been conquered, reduced to a mere prop by the indomitable Faun Ultras atop them. A small heat emboss on the veneer reads, "Solidarity aid from the People's Republic of Samara." The speakers themselves don't seem to display any magical qualities.
No, don't look at the speakers, officer. Look at the sneakers. The sneakers are the stars here.
What about the speakers, though? Doesn't anyone want the speakers?
These, officer? These speakers are Samaran garbage. I'm ashamed to even use them for props. Don't waste your time on them.
Can't I just buy the sad conquered Samaran speakers?
No way, officer. These aren't for sale. They're bad speakers. Lo-fi socialist junk.
That's why I want them, though. I think I might be lo-fi socialist junk myself.
No, officer. You're a high-class policeman who accepts nothing less than the best. Lucky for you, I've got the best on sale.
You don't know what I am. I don't even know it myself. I want the speakers.
Well, if you want them... But see, they are the pedestal for my sneakers. If I let go of the speakers, where will the sneakers go? I can't leave premium lifestyle sneakers on the ground. If, on the other hand, you wanted to buy the sneakers too, I could maybe throw in the speakers for a little extra. 50 cents?
You have some interesting ways of conducting business. I'm not particularly interested right now. I'll keep it in mind. Thank you. It's all good. It's all good. Wednesday morning, right?
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. This panel usually closes the waterlock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal.
Wednesday morning. I do remember. I needn't click. I've decided. It's a vote of confidence in my own memory. Oh god, I definitely shouldn't be making no's, though. I guess I'll quickly check if that guy does have any of that armor on. But I don't know if conversational partners and enemies are terminologically distinct things. If there's such a thing as like a quote-unquote enemy in this, I don't think I've encountered one. I've had some physical altercations, but... Nah, he's not wearing any armor. I don't even want to waste my time speaking to him. Don't think it would be a good use of it, frankly. You need to find a firearm that killed the hanged man. Something tells you it will take some time. You could start by identifying the bullet. Yes, that's true. That is true. Let's try again.
The bullet is still safely sealed away in a plastic bag bearing the RCM stamp. A rifle, revolutionary period. Your bullet looks to be an old 4.46mm from the surplus left over from the turn of the century. Probably an antique or a retrofitted antique.
Make?
The 4.46 caliber was widely used with the Belmargrave rifle, a Revacholian manufacturer. The BM dominated the battlefields of the Insulindian theater of the anti-centennial revolution 50 years ago. Incidentally, you have just such a rifle with you. The dusty old thing you found hidden in the basement below the commercial
You
area.
don't say.
It's unusable, sadly. If it were, the bullet would probably fit the chamber.
Is anyone still making these rifles?
No, but Zeliger, a major firearm manufacturer, ended up with a surplus after the war. So there are still a lot of these old military rifles floating around, usually broken. The quality was appalling.
Who uses Belmargrave rifles these days?
Antiques enthusiasts, guerrilla fighters in distant countries, a few lucky jamrock bangers. You're looking for the same thing you found in that hidden weapons cache, only in working order. Back at the station, the lieutenant is standing at a counter, diligently filling out paperwork to hand over to a tired records clerk. You should share your findings with him as soon as possible.
fuck, I knew I shouldn't have sent him off. I don't know how to share these findings with him. Until he gets back here, which I presume won't happen until, what, Wednesday, day 3, I don't think I have a way of getting in touch with him. I could have radioed the precinct from his car. He's driven his car away to his own precinct. So, yeah, that's a rough one. I may have made some mistakes. But we've also arrived at some pretty grand revelations. Big progress has been made, and while the day is going pretty slowly without having Kim Kitsuragi with us, it's nonetheless going. Things are ticking along. I am so... Okay, I was tempted to try and push until we derealized, but since I last looked, there hasn't been any progress on that, I don't think, or if there has, it's been so minimal that it'll be a while. It even says, how long's left here? 16 minutes. 16 minutes can take a surprisingly long time to get through in this game, because it's not just like 16 interactions. I don't know if it's like every certain number of a certain type of interaction time moves on, or certain interactions specifically move time on, or every interaction moves time on but imperceptibly in an amount of seconds rather than minutes. I don't know the actual intimate intricacies of what's going on mechanically on the game side. I just know I probably shouldn't hang around to try and derealize today. And it's something to look forward to when we get back, you know, because it's a good one. I have actually unlocked this in my other playthrough. It's one of the only common points so far, is derealization. But as our brain said when we found it, this one is an important one. You should definitely think about this. So, you know, we think about those. I'm not going to shut that off. But good progress. The loneliest experience I've had in this game. Always used to having some kind of partner around, but I thought, you know what? 8 AM, get rid of him. It's only Valentine's Day, we'll just be lonely. So, hard to see just how much of an impact that's going to have on the progress that we make across this day. It's weird, because I don't know the ways Kim could have helped me. I can tell that from looking at the footprints, I needed him now to be able to properly look at them, but I also have I'm running a real deficit of visual calculus, which cannot have helped. There are things I'm just straight up not seeing, not to mention my perception isn't all that high, and you know, they kind of go hand in hand in some ways. But yeah, it's not a disastrous Tuesday so far. And as ever, I just cannot resist the disco. It just pulls me back every time. I love it so much. Still gotta get Mazovian socioeconomics back in my mind, but again, as I was just saying, I'm running a severe deficit of visual calculus, and this hits it further. This would put me straight into negative territory, I think, were I to pursue that. No, it would take me to a clean 0, but a clean 0 is, don't get me wrong, still terrible. Anyway, enough waffling. We've crossed the threshold of another hour, so I'm gonna head off. I hope you're doing okay. I'll be back on at some point with more of this. There's got to be more New Vegas at some point. I finally got back into that a bit today. There's a bunch of stuff. I'm never good at keeping track of it, but there are a number of things that I do kind of want to keep just ticking away. You know, sorry, things I want to chip away at myself. Some of these games take me years, though. It's not great. But then when I do finish one, it's like, holy shit. It's not a particularly great sense of accomplishment, but, you know, it's nice to reflect and be like, damn, a lot of stuff happened in that time. That's not true. Nothing happens. Nothing ever fucking happens. Not in this room. I hope you're doing okay. Like I said, I'll be back. Look after yourself.